FrightFest.
Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself for us to camera and talk a little bit about the film?
Yes, my name's Adam Levins. I'm the director of Estranged, which we're very lucky to have here at FrightFest. Do you want like a synopsis or? Okay, so it's a story about January who's traveling abroad, and she unfortunately has an accident and can't remember, and so her boyfriend, while she's in a coma, calls her family and arranges to bring her home, and that's sort of the setup for the story. And then when she comes home, sort of like the family is not, everything's not quite how it seems. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
That's a very quick tease.
Sounds like your characters are quite in-depth people. How would you go about casting for such characters in the film?
Well, Kelly Henry was the casting director, and we did quite an extensive, auditions and all that sort of thing for the main actors, and that was like a huge priority for me, was to get the right people in those initial, like the key roles. So we're very lucky to have like James Lance and James Cosmo and Eileen and Nora Jane Noon, and like they all fit. We'd worked with like James Lance before on another film, and we were friends with Nora Jane Noon. So some people we already had in mind when during the writing process, and other people Kelly Henry like helped us find. So
What does it mean to you to have the film screening at this year's FrightFest?
I'm super excited, not just to be screening here, but to be part of the new label. And I think it's a great, that new label idea, that festivals starting to get it, helping with distribution, is like hugely valuable to like independent filmmakers like us, because you know how hard it is to get distribution. And the whole thing has been great. They're actually watching it right now, so I got pulled out of the film. And great turnout, lots of people. I'm just really excited to be here. Yeah.
Are you hanging around this weekend to watch anybody else's films?
Yes, I actually haven't had a chance yet because I've had like my whole family in town this morning and I just got here. But I'm planning tomorrow to check out a couple films. So.
What does it mean to you to be here today and to have the film screening at FrightFest?
Well, I'm a great admirer of FrightFest and the guys that run it. It's gone from strength to strength, and it's great, that lots of independent filmmakers can get the film screened here. There's not a lot of opportunity, and they're trying to close down all the venues for independence, and we've got to fight against that and say, hey, listen, it's not all about franchise films. That's just even more popcorn. Let's keep making films that really entertain people and break new ground. Don't let's get steamrollers by the franchises.
I totally agree with that.
Are you a horror fan? Is horror something that you enjoy working in?
No, well, you know what? I am such a terrible coward. Some of these movies, I wouldn't sleep for weeks. So, no, I'm not a big horror fan. I enjoy doing it, but I don't particularly enjoy watching it. Yeah, because with my heart, you never know.
So saying that, are you going to be brave enough to stick around for anyone else's work, or are you going to...
Oh yeah, my friend Andy Nyman, who's a big supporter of FrightFest, he's going to be here later, and I'm going to sound him out on what movies to go and see and what not to see. But his film, the play that he wrote with Jeremy Dyson, Ghost Stories, that was on in the West End, and
we saw it
in about 20 countries now. Wow. It's extraordinary. It's huge in China, India, Australia, it's everywhere. And they're going to make a movie of it, and it's going to be fantastic. And I was direct. We did a little teaser a couple of weeks ago, and it's going to be terrific.